Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's take a look again on Forex market. So today we will take a look at the cable. Yesterday on the forum we have talked about this, and actually it was request to just update on what's going on the cable, what's the newest performance, how I see it. So in general, last time when we have talked about the cable was approximately in March, so it was 1.5 months ago. And if you remember, we have traded this stuff. This our prediction, this was our target, and then this ABCD pattern started. So cable right now stands in a very important, from the technical point of view, area. I would say this is some kind of the vital area that could lead, depending on what will happen around it. It might be really 180 degrees opposite performance, depending on what cable will show in this area. Because if we'll just briefly take a look at the performance of the cable on different time frames, on the monthly, weekly, daily, and so on, so you will see that on the monthly chart, for example, we have bullish trend, and potentially we could get huge upside butterfly. I will show you briefly, if you could recognize it on the daily chart. That might become left wing of the butterfly, right? And that might become right wing of the butterfly. So it means that potentially these points where market stands right now potentially could become the actually reversal point for a long-term upward action. Its target will be really extended. So if we'll take a look at the targets, nearest one will be around 134.40 right there. Next one is 138. But here's some minor tricky moment, is that market society suggests that Bank of England will be slightly dovish compared to what is expected from the Fed. As you understand, when we're dealing with the big patterns such as in the monthly chart, it never moves by its own. It's always big swings are triggered by significant fundamental events. And as you understand, this action might be only by the two different reasons. First, if Bank of England will keep rate for longer than it's suggested by the market. Second, if Fed will capitulate and will have to cut the rate a bit faster than it's suggested in the current balance, as you see currently in the market. What reasons will be difficult to say. Maybe some real big problems in the economy will come on the surface. Some collapse will happen or something. So, but potentially we have this pattern. If we'll speak about this technically, then many things will depend on what will happen around this area. Not only for the monthly perspective, but also for daily and intraday charts as well. Because if we go to the weekly chart, the context on the weekly chart is bearish. We have downside trend, and from the combination of the weekly and daily time frames, we have to treat this performance only as a pullback after downward action. So potentially we have this tendency, this is a retracement, and theoretically we should get downside action. This downside action currently totally corresponds of overall market view on the balance between the United States dollar and Great British pound. So based on the fundamental data that have been released recently in the United Kingdom, it's more signs in favor of the starting cutting rate from the Bank of England, and that keeps currently bearish view on the cable valid. So, and now if we do not take into consideration all the fundamental stuff, from the technical point of view, take a look, this very important area, this market stands. If cable will break it up, it will return in this trading range. We could expect action at least to the previous top, which is around 28.50. This will happen if market will break it up. So market has to move higher. If this will not happen, then here will be downward continuation. And in this case, we will have to keep an eye on what will happen here. If market will break the 618 support and start dropping below these lows, that will put under question the monthly butterfly that I have talked about in the beginning. So we can see a lot of really big bets stands right now on the table. So what we're going to do in the current situation, we're not trading monthly charts by far and weekly as well. So those of you who would like to take the position with the bearish context currently, suggesting that there will be no breakout and market could reverse down, this is not bad actually opportunity right now. Because if you take a look, daily trend stands bullish. We have two reversal. This is not reversal candle. This is indication of the reversal week. So here's reversal week actually. And recently we've got reversal session as well. That suggests that upward action could continue slightly. And on the 4 time frame chart, here's what we have. Market, this is also minor reversal session on the 4 time frame chart. This is very important separation zone of trading ranges. This one and that one. So we have uncompleted XOP target right here, 24.17, 24.26, an agreement area, which is major support. OP already has been passed. Market slightly hasn't reached the XOP and shows reversal. That's actually was our idea yesterday. If you remember, we said that it seems that the euro currency as gold could show the upward action. And this actually has happened. On a cable, it looks a bit smaller, but still market shows great upward performance. And here you have to consider, you easily could recognize right now the hand shoulders pattern, right? So left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. With this pattern, those who have the bearish view could try to use it for taking the short position. Its target will be at least some kind of the A, B, C top downside pattern. I suppose it will be very close to the 24.30 once it will start. So supposedly we even could try to measure it approximately. Just to not take into consideration some shadows, spikes. So approximately the top will be at the same point as here. Right, you can see around 24. This might be the target of this hand shoulders pattern. And then you could keep watching what will happen. Downside breakout give you much better perspective of downward continuation. So at this point, you will have to decide what to do with your positions, how to manage it. For the bullish performance, those of you who would like to make a bet on the upward breakout and return back of this range, it is not time yet, because you will have to keep an eye on this head and shoulders pattern that we have. It's actually on the hourly chart, you could see it. So you have to wait for a failure of this pattern. If it will not fail, wait at least for a completion and reaching of the predefined level that I have just shown you right there, around 24. So obviously here you do not want to buy. Of course, if you're not sure that hand shoulders definitely will fail. In this case, you could try. But potentially this is bearish pattern, and it is not reasonable to make bets right now against it. So it's better to wait when it will either fail. For example, if markets start moving higher, returning back to the top, challenging this area, just because precisely in this area, as you can see on the daily chart, stands this range. So lower border of this range on this market we would like to break from the bullish point of view. And then you could try to consider, probably you could already think about taking long position in this case. If hand shoulders will go as it should to the downside, then sit on the hands and wait when this will be completed and see what will happen around this support area. So that's actually in 2 words what we have from the cable. So we understand really big bets on a table on the long-term charts, on the monthly especially. But here everything will depend what will happen with these head and shoulders first, and second with this level, depending on what we will see the nearest probably maybe 1-2 weeks. Supposedly everything should be resolved here. So we could make the conclusion on the next step on the higher time frames, whether it will be down and monthly butterfly will appear under question, or we will get some confirmation, some more confidence that we could make the bets on possible upward continuation of the monthly pattern. So that in 2 words that we have.